So I have to say, for a cheaper pair of radios, these did the job quite well. We'll probably definitely take them on my next trip. Everyone, and thank you for stopping by Nukoval Readiness channel. Today, got another product review for you and was able to successfully take these out. We did a little field testing. I recently spent the last few days out in Enchanted Rock State Natural Area. It is a state park located in Texas. I'll pop a few pictures over here. Wonderful state park set out in the hill country central area of Texas. If you ever get a chance to visit the Lone Star State, I highly recommend you go visit for the day or even camp out there, which is what I did. Me and a buddy went out backcountry camping, took this gear, and was able to field test it. We had a great time. So, Brother Nathan, if you're watching this video, I greatly appreciate you going out with me, man, and enjoyed the sights and the company. Always have good times, man. All right, so today we're looking at DURLK or DURLK, I'm not sure how we would say this, brand of FRS radios, walkie-talkies. So these are family radio service walkie-talkies, FRS. And for those of you that are new to comms, these are the types of radios that you will not need a license for. And other than buying the radios, that's pretty much the only price you need to pay. All right, so let's go over some of the features of this radio. As you can see, it's a very simple design. It's made of a very cheaper plastic. Back belt clip. It does not move, or you can't really press it up here. It just kind of slides in your belt, your pocket, whatever. We slid these on our backpack straps, on the shoulder, so it made it really easy to just press, holding it up closer to our faces and just press to talk. It was made it simpler for us for our hiking purposes. So on the side here, it has the standard 2-pin Kenwood connector. Right here is its USB-C charging port right here. And in the box, you do get a charging cable that has your standard USB-A side, which is the larger one that plugs into usually your wall brick. And then the other side is a Y split of 2 of these chargers, so you can charge it at the same time. Really cool. Out of the box, when I got these, they take approximately 4 hours to charge fully. And I'll turn this on here in a second. You'll see we really haven't drained much, and we kind of had them on combined probably close to an hour during our whole 3-day trip. We weren't that far apart from each other too long, but some parts we were. But anyway, on the other side, you have your PTT, press to talk, and this is your flashlight, which I'll show you now. You just turn on the radio by flipping it to the left, or sorry, to the right. I'm looking at it from the other side here. Press your flashlight. It's pretty bright overall. Can definitely see where that comes in handy. All right, when the radio's on, those little white backlights are there, so it is actually pretty bright in a low light situation or in the dark. So as you can see, I have it on currently. It's on channel 3 on CTCSS, quote unquote, privacy tone number 1. So menu, and I apologize, that's going to keep coming on as we do the menu. So change your channel. You can change your CTCSS/DCS if you go up into higher numbers. It does have a Vox feature. Right now it's off, so you could just speak into it and it'll activate your PTT. You could change your calls. That's what we currently have it on. Your tone, your keypad tone buttons off or on. It's currently on for me. Roger beep on. At the end, you just kind of hear a boop boop at the end. And that's pretty much it for your menus. Up and down, it does really nothing when the menu's not selected. It does have a NOAA and a lock function right here. So if you press and hold, it will lock the walkie, so you can't change anything. But if you press it once, I'm sorry, I have that turned all the way up, so I'll turn it down. This is actually the lowest volume setting before it goes off. So it's actually quite loud. It doesn't get very quiet at all. That's probably my one con about this. But as you can see, I'm just going through NOAA channels. Click it again, you turn it off. It does have a monitor, so we'll be listening to monitoring right now with the number 1 CTCSS on, and of course we're not getting anybody right now. Just click it again to stop, and then you have to go through and change it if you stop on the actual if you end up stopping on the channel that you're not associated with anyone else on your party, you gotta change it back, which is a little bummer, but no biggie. Then of course there's a call button, so I'll turn this one on. I know they're closer to each other, but I'm gonna turn this one up so you can hear it. There you go. You heard a little high pitch of squelching or squeal in there because I'm so close to each other. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Very, very simple little radio. I almost feel like they're geared more towards kid-friendly looks, at least, and in function. Which when you look up the store on Amazon, it does look like it's geared more towards families overall. Which, not a bad thing. I don't see why these even wouldn't be great for adults. Maybe for the older members of your family, just so there's not too many buttons to change around. You know, not many settings to change in case you don't have to do that. And in a second here, I'll be showing you a clip of some field testing that I did do with these out at that state park. And again, these are FRS, Family Radio Service radios. So also the antennas are not detachable. And output on a FRS radio is how they're manufactured, no more than half a watt. For you decimal people, that's 0.5 watts total. No matter what channel and what CTS zone and all that you have, it's always going to be 0.5 watts. So I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but these were on our backpack straps, so they have already been exposed to the elements. They were in the dampness for one night. They have also been hit up, pushed into sand, rubbed up against pink granite in the hill country out there, and they're still kicking. And like I said, we used them for a little over an hour, and they're still at 3 bars. Probably not 100%, but at least it's enough that it looks like it's still a full battery. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play a clip here. And my buddy and I were probably about a quarter mile apart. Just for reference of what you're about to see in the testing video for in the field, the state park we were at does have a several 100-foot elevation change. It kind of depends on where you are in a park. You can either be up or down. The trails are pretty rugged overall, with many rolling trails, slanted trails, all that good stuff, boulders to go over. And we didn't have too much of an elevation change where we were, but again, we were about a quarter mile apart from each other. And so I'm going to go ahead and play that. It's a real short clip, but you can hear how good the quality of the sound is coming out of this. And I pretty much had it on lowest volume. Again, that's one of my biggest cons about this, is they are not quiet. I guess you're going to have to, if you were to use them out and you're maybe hunting or something like that, you definitely would need to put your earpiece in. So I'll go ahead and roll that clip for you so you can see it. Doing a radio check. Can you still hear me with that range?
Affirmative. I'm about to cross the bridge over towards the station. Over.
Well, as you can see, they seem to work well, and at least in that environment. I don't know why else they wouldn't in any other environment. Again, I know it says, per even the instruction manual, they're not made for the elements, but they worked great for us. Overall, great little radio to have for the family, on your property, out on expedition, camping. So just a fun little radio, something extra I wanted. I do have a pair of Midland X-Talkers / Explorers that are similar to this. They do have cradles, and they also have USB-C charging capability, but they never seem to hold a charge very long, even when they're fully charged and on. I've used them several times, so possibly I've just got a really bad battery in them. But I want to get something else, something else to try, and wanted to have a different brand just to throw out there and see what we could get. If you found this video helpful, I appreciate if you share it to anyone you think that may be able to use this info. And if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear from you guys. So remember, always be getting ready, and we'll catch you around the next one. Thanks again.